Live from Rainspell Studios in North Hollywood, California, it's the Final Mix Show, the only radio podcast dedicated to educating you on the ins and outs of the music industry. And now, here's your host, John Mahoney.
All right, thanks, Ken. Welcome to another episode of The Final Mix. Sitting in with me, as always, is my co-host, Mickey Finn.
Hey, John, how are you?
And tonight, people all day, they have not believed me. They said, no way, it's too big. But we got him here, Mr. Leon Hendrix, the brother of Jimi Hendrix. Welcome, Leon.
Welcome, welcome.
Wow, dude.
Yeah.
So, let's just cut right to it. I'll ask what I think is on everybody's mind.
Okay.
What the heck was it like growing up as Jimi Hendrix's brother? I mean, you got to see things that...
Well, growing up, you mean?
Yeah.
When I was an infant?
All of it.
And Jimmy was practicing on a broom?
How many years are you behind him?
4.
4, okay. So Big Brother Jimmy must have been inspirational.
No.
It might not have started out that way.
I thought he had lost his mind.
So he started playing guitar before you. What did you think when he first started playing guitar?
Well, I didn't really think of anything except for that he was like the one that was taking care of me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about? My dad went to work or whatever he did. Jimmy was in charge of me. Mm-hmm. So I had to go everywhere Jimmy went. And I went to see his first concerts. I mean, not concerts, but, we're in Seattle. And I remember his first job was with Ray Charles. Wow. Nobody knows that.
Very interesting.
Ray Charles lived in Seattle for a while. He played at the Penthouse down in Pioneer Square. And he hired little Jimmy, I think he was like 16.
Wow.
To play it. That's how good he was
Wow.
at the time.
Very cool.
Playing in the Ray Charles band when he did shows in Seattle.
That was his first job.
Wow.
That he got paid for.
Right, amazing.
Yeah.
Excellent. How many other brothers and sisters are there?
Well, I have a little brother. His name is Joey.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have some other sisters that I had never met because my father kind of, after he got divorced from our mother, I never met him. I've met one in all these years.
Okay.
A couple of the sisters don't want nothing to do with us.
Right.
Because, they were, they got their lives and they're happy with what they're doing.
And how old was Jimmy, like, when it was like, oh my God, this is like my brother has made it kind of thing? Did it sneak up on you or did you see it coming?
No. Okay. If I want to start early childhood when Jimmy's playing the broom and playing air guitar to Chuck Berry and Elvis Presley, I didn't think nothing of it and didn't give a damn. Mm-hmm. Come on.
Right.
Just a kid having fun.
Yeah.
Right.
And so, and then I used to bug him so much as a child that he tied a pencil around my wrist and made me draw. Mm-hmm. I ended up working for Boeing's as a draftsman.
Right.
Because of that. That was better than a college education.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen some of your artwork, and it is really great. Where can people go to check that out if anyone listening to this?
I have no fucking idea. I have all these websites, but I'm so busy touring and playing music and trying to write new songs that I kind of let them handle it.
Right.
So I guess you can go on Facebook. I started with one page, and I got 30. Or you can go to the HendrixFamily.com. I got over 2 million. And you can go on what's the other Space Out?
MySpace?
Yeah, there you go.
Right.
You can go to MySpace.
Mm-hmm.
But all these websites are not generating the right thing for my career. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna have to, give it over to a giant company that knows how to extract. Come on, I got millions of people on my website.
Right.
I need to get it like 50 cents.
Right. Yeah, I hear you.
You know,
Yeah.
I could. You know, come on. You know, so I can eat. No, I'm not. I'm playing. I've never missed a meal.
Right.
Come on.
What are you up to right now? Like, what are you really working on, or what's your focus?
Okay, I got 3 albums out. I'm keeping it to myself because the record companies don't want to give me no money for them. Mm-hmm. They want to give me this press and distribution deal, and then they want to make a video, and then they want to do in-house reproductions. So I'm going to come out of there owing money.
Yeah, right.
And I don't want to owe no money. I'm happy right now. Mm-hmm. So I'm just going to keep on making my music, and eventually, you know, they're going to recognize.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Do you have any tours or anything coming up that we should know about?
Well, I just got back from Italy, Switzerland, and France.
Nice.
And now I'm going to Turkey. No, wait a minute. Greece, Turkey, Russia, back to Germany for Oktoberfest, to London for Jimmy's birthday party, to New York City for Jimmy's birthday party,
Wow.
and then back to Seattle for Jimmy's birthday party.
Wow.
All in 3 days.
Yeah. You find Europe to be more productive these days than America?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Americans expect too much because we've lived too good.
Yeah, we're spoiled, yep.
Exactly. You know, they say, you know, I played the Whiskey, Roxy, Viper Room, House of Blues. Nobody gives a fuck. Mm-hmm. But when I go to Europe, I sell out.
Yeah.
You know,
people appreciate good music over there more.
And that's what happened to Jimmy. Jimmy had to leave here to become famous. You know?
Right.
Absolutely. So we're going to get to a little of your music here in a minute, but let's talk about your first album, Keeper of the Flame. What was the process of that, and how was your experience with that? Was that an enjoyable album that you did?
It's always enjoyable when you make a fucking album.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And that's not my first album. My first album was called Seattle Rain with Ricky Phillips from Styx, Alan White from
Yes?
Yes.
Right, yeah.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Because they go, hey, Leon, you know who I am? I go, up.
Yeah.
and then Tony Coleman from B.B. King and Ian Gillian, who sung backup vocals for me.
Wow, amazing.
And he didn't even charge me. He goes, Leon, I know you're just getting into the business. I just want to put some purple in it. So, you know, so he did
Nice.
it. You know, I got a lot of friends out there, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Did you and Jimmy do shows together back in the day?
Damn, what are you talking about? Come on. Jimmy's on tour. He sent for me. I flew from Seattle to California in 1967 or something like that. You know, I wasn't, you know, interested in music at all. But this is when Jimmy flipped my life.
Right.
Because, you know, he used to call me from New York. You know, he said, Leon, listen to this song I'm doing. I'm going, you know, and we only had landlines in them days, right?
Right.
And so I would put the phone down and do my business and come back like 20 minutes later, he's still playing. You know? How you like that? I'm going, well, for one thing, I can't really hear it.
Right. I'm sure it was all blazing and distorted on the
And I go,
phone.
hey, Jimmy, you might want to get a job. No, I'm exaggerating, but
Right.
but I wasn't really interested, you know, because my dad had been so, he was condemned Jimmy for playing guitar, so that kind of went to my attitude too, and so and then I remember one time I asked my dad, I said, I want a guitar. He said, I already got one idiot playing guitar.
Oh.
I'm not having two. You know, I'm going. So my guitar history counseled for like 40 years. You know, I just started playing like 10, 11 years ago. And I guess I'm just a late bloomer. You know,
Yeah.
I guess it's just in the blood. That music is in our blood. And that's all I got.
Right.
Who were your musical influences growing up?
Jimmy.
Okay.
Okay, Muddy Waters, Robert Johnson, Bo Diddley, because we used to listen to his records. You know, when they had the big giant.
Right.
See, people don't know that they had a bigger record than the 78.
Right.
Remember that one?
Yeah.
It was like, what kind of record player did they make
Yeah.
to put that on? So that's what we used to listen to. Blues. He loved Chuck Berry. He loved Elvis Presley. 'Cause he would emulate them all the time. He'd be all in the room, up on the bed, bouncing up, playing air guitar and stuff. But his most famous group was Mickey and Sylvia.
Right.
You guys probably never heard of them.
Yeah, I haven't heard
They're
that
the
one.
first black people that were able to be allowed to be on TV.
Wow.
Love is Strange. Remember that song?
Mm-hmm.
Love is Strange. You know, because what happened was like early in the 50s, although all the black people wrote all the music,
Right. White people were performing, right?
right? People were performing them
Yeah.
because, you know.
Yeah, well, that went on with Little Richard and everybody
Exactly.
that
You know,
came up
exactly.
big after that.
But it's all good now.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
And how about later, leading up to starting to play guitar and starting your music career, who influenced you besides Jimmy?
Metallica.
Oh, nice.
You know, I got, and, I'm from Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
So Pearl Jam, Soundgarden,
Right. Interesting, nice.
Alice in Chains. See, I knew these guys when they were kids.
Right?
They used to skateboard around Jimmy's grave when I used to go visit Jimmy.
Mm-hmm.
And they said, we're going to be rock and roll stars one day. I said, oh,
Really?
okay.
That's a cool story.
Okay. But I know one thing. You need to quit picking them joints off of Jimmy's tombstone and quit smoking them. Because every time you go to Jimmy's grave,
I've heard that. People pile stuff there, right?
guitar picks, big fat doobies from Jamaica.
Right.
You know, talking about poems, all that kind of stuff. It's been, it's pretty cool.
Well, listen, we want to get to some music.
Yeah, let's hear some
that you
Leon
played.
Hendrix.
The first song is called Flight 93. Tell us a little bit about
Flight 93
about that.
was a song that I wrote that that was like an anthem for those people that was on Flight 93 and they were supposed to crash into the White House. And instead, they got together and said, hey,
Right.
fuck you,
Yep.
motherfuckers.
They took charge of the plane,
We're
right?
taking charge of the plane. And that's why this is a funny story here. That's why none of these terrorists ever went to Atlanta to get on a plane because there's too many niggas in Atlanta. Niggas don't go for that shit. It's like, fuck you, motherfucker. I'm sorry. I might.
No, you're
No, I don't
you're
want to say
good.
that word because
No,
Alan
you're
Sharpton's
good.
going to call me.
No, it's a podcast. You can say whatever you want.
Okay, he's going to call me and go, but see, niggas is okay because I am one. So I can say about it. But anyway, that's why they never went to Atlanta because it was like.
Right.
But anyway, this is a song about those people. It's called, I wanted to call it Let's Roll, but then I got so many calls that I couldn't call it Let's Roll because that's what the people on the plane were saying. So I had to call it Flight 93, and that's what you're going to hear right now.
All right,
right,
this is
let's hear it.
Flight 93 by Leon Hendrix.
This is dedicated to all the heroes on that fateful day. And I don't want nobody to ever forget it. devil deep, straight from hell, fall from the sky. I call my baby on the telephone. I said, "Loving sweetheart, kiss my children, but I can't go down like this. I'm not coming home. Let's roll. Let's roll. Let's roll. Let's roll. I'll pray to God in heaven to show me the way. 'Cause in my fear, you know, I got to be brave today. Truth and freedom to be real, 'cause from the heart it's really to be that we feel so far apart. I call my baby on the telephone. I said, "Mother, sweetheart, kiss my children," but the whole day got twisted up. I'm not going home. Let's roll. Time to go. Let's roll. Let's roll. Come on. It's time to go. Let's roll. You know, I don't care what they say about America. America is free. You go to the park, you can go bankrupt, you don't even have to pay your bills. So I salute to my new heroes on Flight 93. And God bless all the families out there. 'Cause your people were real heroes to me. God bless America.
bagpipes.
I wanted bagpipes in that.
Yeah,
I
that was
play
nice.
bagpipes.
I wanted it, because
I was gonna ask you that.
Irish. It's like Irish.
That's so funny. Are we rolling?
We're rolling.
Are we on? You good? Because
I gotta interject. During that was like,
Hearing bagpipes.
I could hear bagpipes in that, and I was like, should I bring it up? I'm like, no, he'll yell at me and go, are you high? Yeah, you're
that's
fucking crazy.
That's the Irish Death March. That melody.
Yeah.
Well, last name's Mahoney. He
And I
played
wanted-
bagpipes since I was
and
8.
I wanted
I would
bagpipes,
be
but we couldn't find nobody.
right here, buddy. Bagpipes on that
Okay,
track.
bagpipe
Here comes
guy.
a remix.
You were also singing that?
Yeah.
Great voice.
Singing guitar, yeah.
Now, is that available on iTunes? Can people go buy that?
I have no fucking idea. But you know something?
I love that.
Well, I don't, because everybody's like in control of my shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's on sale on my website, leonhendrix.com. The whole album
Okay.
And the name of the album once again?
is Keeper of the Flame.
Keeper of the Flame. Okay. Go buy it on Leon's site.
Yeah.
Good
Okay.
stuff. Good stuff. And how many tracks? 10 tracks? 12 tracks?
10 tracks.
10 tracks.
Just 10 tracks. And you know something? If you write me personally, I'll send it to you for free. You just do shipping and handling.
Wow. That's a good offer.
Wow.
There you go.
Good time. So, where's your favorite place to play live? Is there a certain town that you think the fans
Town,
are
city, country,
that really the best
club,
and that
stage.
bring it?
Europe,
All right.
Anywhere in Europe? What's your favorite place in Europe?
Italy, France, Germany, England. I haven't been to Spain yet, but I'm going.
Yeah, that should be good.
And I'm on my way to Turkey, Greece, and Russia.
Nice.
Nice.
First
Come
time to
back.
Russia, or?
Yeah, first time to Russia. I heard
Yeah,
that
that should be great.
they might give you half the money, but then that's all you get.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about?
Right. Yeah.
And then from there, I'm going to Oktoberfest in Germany, London for Jimmy's party, New York for Jimmy's party, and then Seattle for Jimmy's party.
Now, is that like 3
All in
days
the
in a
week.
row, or?
Yeah, 3 days in a row.
Okay, great.
I'm on jet lag. Doesn't make no difference, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, I throw a Valium down, and I'm like,
Sleep on the plane.
I wake up ready to play.
Right. Nice.
Very cool. Do you have like a most memorable show or experience in the music business so far? A certain show you played or anything like that?
No, not at all, because I'm still searching for that. It's when I went on tour with Jimmy in the 60s. Mm-hmm. That was when my whole life changed. Because I'm like, I dress gangster, Jimmy's like psychedelic, guru, and from that day on, that's when, because he gave me some clothes. He said, "Hey, Leo, wear this shit. Mm-hmm. Don't come to the whiskey
Right.
looking like that tonight."
So you saw Jimmy at the Whiskey?
Yeah, I was on tour. I was on
Wow.
tour with Jimmy for like 15 days.
Because a lot of people talk about that. I mean, you talk
Yeah.
about the Whiskey, you talk about Hendrix played here.
We had our own table, dude.
Yeah.
And to this day, I still got that same table. Mm-hmm. And then like when I go to the Rainbow Room, the old guy Mario still
Right.
remembers Jimmy. And
Right.
I didn't have to introduce myself. And he says, "I remember you." You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
I love it.
Nice.
That's my most memorable musical experience, and I'm still waiting to write the symphony of the century. Because I have these symphonies in my head, but I don't know how to bring them to earth because I only have a guitar and a piano. You know what I'm talking about? It's like heavenly music.
Right.
And when I dream about Jimmy, he plays this such amazing music that's not. It's ethereal. It doesn't belong on earth because if I could produce it, I would, but I can't. So I'm just going to do my simple shit.
Right.
My rock and roll and stuff like that.
You still making art?
Yeah, of course. Listen. If I ain't playing guitar, I'm painting on the walls.
Right.
And sometimes, if there's no walls or no brushes, no paint, I play guitar. Mm-hmm. It's called inspiration. It's like the wind.
Right.
It kind of flows by. If you don't grab it, it just misses you by.
Right.
So at least I got two options. Mm-hmm. I got guitar or art. Mm-hmm. Whatever happens. Sometimes I don't have a guitar, and so I paint on the walls.
That's a beautiful thing.
You know?
Were you at Woodstock when Jimmy played?
No.
Okay. Next question. What do you want people to know about Leon Hendrix that they might not know?
I don't care. I'm like in this job. I'm like destined to do this. I have no choice. I'm compelled. I'm like, fuck it. You know, sometimes I'm possessed. I'm going, what? Sometimes I walk up on the stage and there's like 10,000 people out there. And I go, what the fuck am I doing here? Have I lost my fucking mind? They're expecting me to play like Jimi Hendrix tonight.
Right.
You know? But then it works out.
It happens.
Because
Lights, camera,
I play
action.
a couple of Jimmy stuff, you know, the old classics, get them warmed up, you know, all on the Watchtower. Hey, Joe. I call it Hey, Jimmy. I got a new version.
Right.
And Red House.
Right.
And then I get to play a bunch of shit, and then we play a bunch of other shit. But I've learned that you need to hit them on the first song and hit them on the last song.
Sure, win them over.
Everything in between, they forgot. It's called the first note and the last fucking note.
Good advice. Good advice.
I'm sorry if I'm getting upset, you guys.
No, not at all.
You got me preaching now.
We love it. We love it.
Started.
Play your best two songs, first and last.
But listen, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We're going to come back. We're going to do some music news. Going to listen to some more music by Leon Hendrix. Stay tuned.
ArtistPR.com, the one-stop shop for all your music promotion needs. Members of Artist PR are able to submit music to radio and press all over the world. As a member, you can also submit your music to licensing opportunities for television and film. Create your own high-end website. Even get your own music video, plus downloadable contracts, industry directories, and all the tools and resources an artist needs. Go to finalmixshow.com and click on the Artist PR banner to try it for 5 days for just $2.95. That's artistpr.com.
All right, welcome back to the final mix. Leon Hendrix in studio. Sitting in with me, as always, good friend and buddy, Mickey Finn. Mickey Finn, music news. What is going on out there?
Some news highlights. Some interesting stuff I found here. I don't know if you heard about this story, but apparently Bono from U2 was out for a walk with his girl. This is in Vancouver, and it started downpouring, and he was lucky enough to get a ride from Edmonton Oilers hockey player Gilbert Brule and his girlfriend, which I find kind of funny. You know, how does Bono wind up walking in the rain in Vancouver?
I heard a similar story about Jay Leno broken down on like the side of the 101, and someone like picks him up.
I walked in Vancouver in the rain.
Cars can fucking break down, you know?
But anyway, he hooked up the hockey player with some free tickets to U2, and it was all good.
Sweet.
Also, Foo Fighters. I don't know if you saw this. They have a new video clip for.
By the way, hold on. That seems a little presumptuous. Like, he just assumed that he's a fan of U2. Was like, hey, by the way, hey, thanks for the ride. Here's fourth row tickets. He's like, no, bro, that's cool. That's cool. I'm good.
I find it's funny that they recognized him as Bono on the side of the road in the rain. Like, you know.
Right. I don't know. Bono doesn't strike me as the most humble person. But anyways, what else?
Is my microphone on?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, God.
Your microphone's on. Foo Fighters have a new video clip, and it's a takeoff on the old Michael Douglas movie. What is it? Falling Down.
I love that movie.
Love that movie. You got to see this video clip. It's hilarious. He's sitting in traffic. He plays the character. Freaks out.
Genius.
Yeah, you got to see this. It's a good one. Also, Linkin Park has a new video for the new Transformers movie. And Smashing Pumpkins are in the studio recording their 9th album.
Do you like the Smashing Pumpkins, Leon?
I love them.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. The album's called Oceania. And Incubus also is starting a North American tour. in support of their new records. So lots of good stuff happening. Also, in Coachella news, I don't know if you heard this, they are going to make it a 2 weekends in a row festival to accommodate the huge amount of people that want to attend. So they're going to have 2 basically identical lineups 2 weekends in a row to accommodate everyone that wants to see that show. And that's just huge to imagine.
I can't believe there's enough people that want to do that whole sardine camping. I don't know. It's just not my idea of a good time.
Yeah, tickets are already going on sale. It's going to be April 13th, 14th, 15th, and April 20th, 21st, and 22nd, 2012. So we'll be looking forward to that. And that's about all I got from interesting stuff. Oh, you know what? A quick shameless plug here. My band, Cold Blue Rebels, is going to be playing at the Ink and Iron Festival. This is June 12th. So be sure and check that out. It's a fun one. And Leon, what do you got coming up?
Thank you. I was trying to get in there. Okay, well.
Don't forget our guest.
My most important shows coming up will be Jimi Hendrix's birthday party and 41st anniversary of his death in Seattle, Washington at the Jimi Hendrix Park.
Great, amazing.
And Jimi Hendrix birthday party in New York and London.
When is this for anyone who doesn't know?
Whoa.
How dare you, sir?
Let people know. Let
Good day.
know.
November 25th through the 27th.
Okay.
I'm flying across the world in 3 days. You know, but you get minus hours, so
yeah, right.
I'm able to do the show in Seattle.
And your fans are just crazy, like wait in the rain hours at a time just for an autograph kind of thing. Lying around the block.
Well, because I go on tour with a bunch of famous bands like Steppenwolf and Foghat and stuff like that, and now they don't want me to play with them no more because I kind of upset their whole agenda because they were the headliners.
Really? Oh, okay.
You know, and I remember one time I had a good fucking night, dude. Mm-hmm. My guitar player broke his guitar, so it was all on fucking me.
Right.
A trio.
Right.
So I kicked in the Red House. It was the best fucking guitar work I've ever done in my life because I had to help. I said, help me, Jimmy.
Nice.
Help me, Jimmy. And so, and when I was done playing, half the people in the audience ran up to the side of the stage while Foghat's playing to get my autograph and stuff like that. So they said, Leon, you can't open up for us and you can't have signed autographs until after the whole show.
All right. Stealing the show, huh?
Well, no, I didn't steal it.
That's what they thought, though.
Well, come on. There's new music coming.
Yep.
You know, and I think I'm one of those.
Mm-hmm. Well, speaking of new music, let's go and hear another excellent track from Mr. Leon Hendrix.
Yeah.
This one is called Me and Jimmy.
Yeah.
Jimmy and Me.
Jimmy and Me.
And what's this track about? Set it up for us. What's it about?
This is about a song about me and Jimmy when we were growing up as little children.
Nice.
And we had to go through, see our mother die and all kind of stuff. And just a song about that. And Mama, you be proud today.
All right.
This is
Jimmy and Me
by Leon Hendrix.
Story about two brothers born, yeah. Woman blessed with strong, the other before one. Okay. Now I was born on Friday 30th, the second son. My daddy called me black sheep, he said, you're your mama's son. His mama said, don't you worry, baby boy, your time will come, yeah. Let your brother go before and open up all them doors. Now Lucille, my mama's name. She was born a cage, eclipsed the queen. Left all alone and war-torn. He was only 16. Put food on the table, yeah, by any means. A young girl's pride. She said it's time we got 2 boys to feed. Thank you, mama. Yeah, right on, mama. Oh, brother, can you hear me? I can always feel you near me. I can feel your spirit in my soul tonight. I'm carrying on. Okay, yeah. Come on, Jimmy. Help me, Jimmy. Feel me coming before I even arrive. And when I come, they all want some. They praise me with their mouths inside. Now this is my business, yeah, and I work for free, yeah. That's how they go in my world. I was born to please. Woo! Yeah. Oh, mama, can you hear me? I can always feel you near me. I can feel the spirit of my soul tonight. Thanks for the little visit. I'm carrying
on. All right. That was awesome.
That was a great track. Oh. Deep.
Very, very cool.
Yeah.
There's many more.
Nice.
Something kind of funny happened during that recording. I don't know if you noticed the attractive brunette in the other room. That is one Sasha Valelli.
Well, bring her in.
Well, she has a question.
Bring her in.
All right, come on in here, Sasha. Ask your question.
Sasha. I had a Yasha, a Sasha. And what's that other one? And
she wrote in parentheses, not kid or no joke, because. No joke. Okay, why don't you go on Mickey's microphone over there?
You are looking good.
Get up on that mic there.
Hello.
Don't be shy.
It's kind of a bizarre question, but
come on, I'm bizarre.
Basically, I've had a couple of dreams where I've been visited by Jimmy. And,
Jimmy likes that. He comes down all the time.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to ask you if you'd ever dreamed about him. Sorry to interrupt.
No, I didn't dream about Jimmy coming to see me.
Yeah.
But I've had many girlfriends that said that Jimmy comes to them and has sex. You know what I'm talking about? Because, come on.
Did you have sex with Jimmy, Sasha?
Unfortunately, no. Well, sorry, I have a boyfriend.
Well, it doesn't count. It's a dream. It's a dream. It's fair game.
No, that didn't happen.
Okay.
Maybe tonight could be the night.
Maybe I segue too much.
No, we were at a party together.
Okay.
I was partying with him.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Because, Jimmy's like, he's omnipresent now. He can go get a female anytime he wants.
Yeah, I'm sure he
Because, no, I swear to God, this is not no bullshit. Many girls have told me the same damn story. So Jimmy's still busy out there.
That's very cool.
With the
Now,
foxy
Leon,
lady-
didn't you say
foxy
earlier?
lady.
Didn't you say earlier though that Jimmy had visited you in dreams and plays
Yeah,
beautiful
play music.
heavenly music
Not
to you?
not having
Okay,
sex.
why? Okay.
Come on. You know what I'm talking about? Come on. Music. Different story.
That's cool.
Excellent.
Okay.
So it was like, is it like one of those vivid dreams where when you say partying, like, do you
he was at a party. He was with some other girls, and I was just kind of hanging out. And I was like, "Hey," and he was just there, and it was really bizarre because I didn't know that I was going to meet you. So it was kind of bizarre that
Baby.
it happened.
No
happened
precious
a while
baby.
ago.
Well, you know something? Okay.
all right. Well,
Straight.
thank you for
I
that.
told you it was bizarre.
Wait a minute. Come on, you guys.
That was just
I'll leave you
that was
guys.
just a little detour. We're gonna get back on track.
Yeah, get back to the serious.
All right.
All right,
So, Jimmy, we try to make this an educational program for musicians wanting to come up.
Awesome.
You
Yeah.
you have a PhD in the music industry, as far as I'm concerned. What do you like about it? What do you hate about it? How's it changed over the last couple decades that you've been involved in it?
Wow, that's like 5 fucking questions.
I know. Riff
All
on
fucking
that,
once.
baby. Let's start
Okay,
in
for
E.
one thing, okay, let's get started here. For one thing, the music industry today is not going to actually give you money.
Right.
So what you have to do is you kind of have to adjust to it. You have to write stupid songs, simple songs, jingles for cereal, like Barry Manilow did, and get into the business. You know what I'm talking about? Because right now, but don't never lose your dreams. Always play. I tell them, we have a thing called the Hendrix Music Academy in Seattle, and we got these young babies, kids, like genius kids, but they fail in school. Mm-hmm. Because they're not academia.
Right. They're artistic brain thinkers.
They're blessed by God
Right.
to be creative, and the public doesn't really know that. So that's what we do in Seattle. And on the other hand, for musicians, if you're a good musician, do some resources. Go on the internet, get a network going. Because there's a lot of people out there on the internet that love music, and they're looking for that new music.
Yeah, looking for something new and
Exactly,
Different.
and they're going to find it because the internet is a new world. Like even Jimmy taught me this. He goes, "Meet you in the next world. Don't be late." You talking about the damn fucking internet?
right. Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? It's all out there. Mm-hmm. And so I suggest that you stay in school, get educated, don't do drugs. Don't drink. Just play your music, follow your dreams, and you'll be successful.
Yeah, and as far as the jingles and that kind of thing, I think what you're getting at is music publishing is another
It's a
avenue. You can
No.
write your music, but you can also
Here's what it
make
is.
music other ways.
It's called the McJob.
Right. Yep.
It's
Gotta
like
pay the
working
bills.
at McDonald's.
Yeah.
Okay. You got to do it to survive, and then
Right.
you can,
Yep.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm getting started.
How do you feel about free downloads? Do you feel ripped off when that happens, or
Well, what can you do about it? You want to worry about it?
Right.
I want, I'm going out to all the you computer experts out there. I want you to you can be a billionaire overnight if you can find out how to stop free downloads.
That's true. That's true.
Billionaire, buddy.
Yeah.
And I want you working for me.
Right.
do you think we were in a better place when downloads weren't free and the major labels had control, or do you think we're in a better place now that artists have more freedom to put out their stuff?
Well, artists right now, if they put out stuff and it gets played and you got some people behind you selling you, it's all about marketing nowadays. Remember the Pussycat Dolls?
Yeah.
You saw their posters for 3 years and never seen them.
Right.
what happened? When they came out,
Yeah, they blew up.
and okay, it's about marketing, and I suggest that keep writing your music, but try to get into the market, into the simplicity of the commercial music market that all the companies want right now. You know, mainstream stuff. You know, country western, no metal, country western and pop rock and hip hop rule the industry right now, and you should go in that direction. You know.
Well, yeah, I guess if you want to make it easy on yourself, you can aim for that.
No.
There's also sticking to your guns and doing what makes you happy and not worrying about money if it happens.
And if you don't want to do that, get a fucking job.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
It's a MIG job in the music industry or a MIG job on the street. So you got to take your choice.
Well said, and I think that's going to do it for us tonight. Leon, thank you so much for coming
you guys,
by.
I love you guys.
We really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thanks to Mickey Finn, Sasha Valelli, reminding you, believe in yourself, believe in your dreams, and remember, the only people who tell you that you can't do it are the people who have given up on their dreams. Good night.